Welcome to the Rugs to Riches show. Grab a drink and get comfortable. The live show is about to start.
How about now? Can anybody hear me now? Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Can you see me? I'm on one screen, but not the other. Still can't hear me? Still no sound? Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Sorry, guys. I tried to play our intro, and for whatever reason, it did not load, although StreamYard said we were out of space. So I don't even know if this will save and be uploaded. So I'm not quite sure why. I can see myself on one screen, but not the other, which is very, very odd to me. So, Oh well. Anyway, as long as you guys can see me and hear me, we're just going to run with it. I don't know why I'm not on the other screen. That doesn't make sense to me. It says I'm on there. I don't know. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. No. Oh well, we're just going to run on this other layout. Anyway, welcome, DeFi-IRA. AG's at a baseball game with his family, so he will probably not be joining us. I appreciate everybody for popping in. If you're here from X, welcome. If you're here from YouTube, welcome. In short, we are DeFi-IRA. This is the Rugs to Riches podcast. I'm Goldwyn. I'll be your host today. Just kind of doing a Ask Me Anything. So if you guys have questions in the chat, drop it in. If not, I'll just kind of run through stuff. And when I get tired of talking, if nobody wants to talk with me, we'll call it a day. It says, how come lately there are always been 2 links to YouTube? The reason for that is they started 2 different views. So if you're watching from your phone, it has an optimized view on YouTube. Or if you're watching on your computer, it has a computer optimized view. So when you are choosing the which YouTube one, maybe it has an image. It will look like a cell phone, or maybe it looks like a panoramic view. So if you're on your computer and you choose a panoramic view, you'll be able to see it. That's on my screen. I have 2 now. So usually we use the panoramic view, and it has both me and AG on the screen. Right now, all I can see is my my phone view. So I'm trying to stay centered so that if you're watching from a cell phone, it's the best view. So that's why there's 2 on YouTube. Usually when I go to YouTube and I drop it in chat, I always drop panoramic, but it gives you an option. So if you have, if you are watching from your phone, you have that choice. But so anyway, in a nutshell, what is DeFi-IRA? DeFi-IRA is a deflationary dividend reward token. And what that means is if you buy and hold IRA, you receive a dividend just for holding. That dividend is paid to you in Ethereum. DeFi IRA is on the Base network, so it's paid in Base Ethereum. And how do you get dividends? Well, you get dividends because there's a buy, sell, and transfer tax or fee. We don't like the word tax because taxes are bad, but fees are good, I guess. And that's on everything. So when you buy it, you have a 4% fee. When you sell it, you have 4% fee. And if you transfer it wallet to wallet, there's a 4% fee. Now, most of the time that kind of sucks, right? Because there's fees just for buying and selling. However, 100% of those fees are used to support the system. Okay. It supports it in 3 different ways. And those 3 ways 100% benefit the holder. The first way is about 60% of the fees are used for the dividends that you receive. And again, those dividends are paid out in Ethereum. So once you buy your IRA, you never have to sell it because you are going to receive dividends based on the amount of IRA you hold. Okay. When we launched with 222 million tokens. So if you own 2.2 million, that was 1% of the DeFi IRA protocol. Therefore, every time dividends go out, you would get 1% of all the dividends that were collected. So that's how that works. Right now there's about 219 million. That's the deflationary aspect of the token. And that's actually the third way we help. The second way is the contract automatically builds liquidity. So 35% of all fees build liquidity. And what that means is it takes that IRA and it pairs it with ETH and then puts it into a locked, burned liquidity. So the protocol is strengthening itself over time. So what does locked liquidity mean? First of all, what locked liquidity means is the liquidity in the pool is locked so it can't be removed. If it's unlocked, then we, the team, could then remove it. What does locked burned mean? So when you create a liquidity pair, you get a token. That token represents how much you put into that liquidity pool. What the contract does is when it creates the liquidity and gets those tokens, it then burns those tokens. That means those tokens can never be redeemed. So over time, you'll see the liquidity pool. You'll see 2 different stats. You'll see liquidity that is locked, and you'll see liquidity that's burned. So the liquidity that is burned is the liquidity that the contract itself has made. Right now, about 5% of our liquidity has been created by the contract itself. All right. So the third thing that the fees go to is burning tokens. About 5% of all the fees collected. It's a little higher right now because we had an initiative to increase that. But on average, 5% of the fees collected burns tokens. And why is that a good thing? First of all, burning tokens, there's 2 different ways. Okay. Our tokens are burned as they are bought off the market. So it's not just a pile of tokens. It's hard. My screen's only this big. So I talk with my hands a lot. So it's kind of hard. So anyway, so there's not a pool of tokens just sitting there that gets burned, right? The tokens that get burned are actually the fees that were bought off of the chart. So those fees are bought off the chart. That percentage of that, those get burned. And what that does is the microscopic value of those tokens that were burned are then distributed amongst the rest of the tokens that are still in existence. So like we said, we started August 2024 with 222 million. We are approximately 18 months later, and we have burned 3 million tokens. So in that time frame, if you were to have had 2.2 million tokens when we launched, that would have equated to 1%. Well, now that 2.2 million is actually like a 1.05%. So over time, the amount of tokens you're holding, your ownership of the protocol will increase, right? So that's why, because it's a deflationary asset. Now, out of those 219 total tokens that are still left on the system, the nest egg actually owns about 38 million. I think the last time I checked, it was right around 38 million, give or take. And what happens is when the nest egg buys tokens, it buys tokens every single day. And the tokens that it buys, it locks up and will never be redistributed. Those are locked up and they're staying. Now, why does the nest egg want to hold tokens? Well, the nest egg is a holder, just like everybody else. So when the dividends are collected, right? Let's pretend like there's $1,000 of dividends that was collected. The nest egg, because it owns 38 million or approximately, the goal is the nest egg is to get 25%. So let's just pretend that the nest egg owns 25%. So out of that $1,000, $250 will go to the nest egg because it owns the lion's share of the tokens. Now, why does that matter? Well, when it gets ETH, it then takes that ETH and it buys more IRA. So that it's a self-sustaining or self-perpetuating, I guess, system. So the nest egg gets dividends. It uses the dividends to buy more IRA off the chart, which in turn gives it a smaller percentage. So I'm going to go to chat. So hopefully I answered that question, Flyer. Everybody can hear and see me now, yeah? Hey, what's up, James? What's up, Anti-Hero? What's up, Flyer? Did I say hi to everybody? Darshu, I see you. Thank you for popping in. Can see and can hear me now. Good to know. Darshu. All right. How come lately? Yeah. Okay. Optimize for everyone. KR, what's up? All right. So no more new questions. That's good, I guess. We just completed. All right. So we talked about the basics of DeFi-IRA. So why was DeFi-IRA? What's up, AG? Way to be a slacker. I was at a baseball game too. I left in the second inning to get here and throw a chat up because we missed it last week. But anyway, I hope your kid won. My kid was playing a doubleheader. He won the first game and was catching the second game. He pitched the first game. He actually pitched one inning of the first game. Did pretty good. So we talked about the basics of DeFi-IRA. Why did we create DeFi-IRA? Well, AG and I both have kids. Mine, one is actually, both of them are now currently working, but the oldest was just getting a job, and he asked me about 401k, and because he was doing his taxes and stuff like that. Oh, that sucks, AG. I lost 6-7. I got it. So anyway, I don't have a big retirement fund either. I believe in self-custody, right? I don't like 401k. I don't really honestly believe 401k is good. I know that people would probably argue with me on that. You do you, and I'll do me. But anyway, we wanted to come up with something that over time our family and friends can use. We were part of several projects that rugged, or several projects that we wanted to give input in, and the direction was taken in another direction that we didn't believe in. So basically we wanted a project that we could have influence in, have the community have influence over us, and we wanted it to basically just something that we knew that we were safe and we could talk to our friends and family about. We talked to a lot of people about elephant money, and that kind of shit the bed on us. It's still kicking, it's still around. But after you talk to your friends into 2 or 3 things that kind of go belly up, you stop talking to people about things. So we wanted a project that we were not scared to talk to people about. And that's us. That's what we came up with, right? So Elephant Money did have some good things. The thing that Elephant Money had that was really good was called Bertha, and that was the treasury. And so we saw what the possibility of what Bertha was trying to do. And so the big problem was that Elephant Money allowed access to the treasury. So we knew that a treasury that was running by itself that could generate funds to buy the token is a good thing. And the more tokens you can pull off of the market and control, but it has to be pulled off in a good way, right? You can't just add tokens to the treasury, right? That's not good. So the tokens were all out, and now the treasury's buying. So the good thing about our protocol is you never have to worry about being the buyer of last resort, or the last buyer in, so to speak, right? Because the treasury buys every single day, right? And when it buys, those tokens never go back on the market. So as people sell over the course of time, the treasury's buying over the course of time, the treasury will end up with that that 25 or that 50 million target that we're shooting for. I think 52 million, 51, 51.5, 50.5, somewhere right around there. Right around 50 million tokens is what we're shooting for. Because then that's 25% of the tokens that we know will never ever go back. Plus the tokens are burning constantly every time the tokens are transferred, buy, sold, and transferred. So anywho, we wanted something like a self-directed 401k. So this is the concept that we came up with. All right, so you buy the tokens, you buy IRA, and you hold IRA, you receive ETH dividends. Why is that important? It's important because past protocols like SafeMoon hit what, $1 billion or something? What did anybody know what SafeMoon hit? Like SafeMoon was the first what's called reflection token, which means there's a fee, and then that fee gets broken up from the holders. Well, the problem with SafeMoon is like 2.5% of it or 5% or something. Very small amount actually went to the holders. A lot of it went to the team. A lot of it went to marketing, right? So we didn't want that. We wanted all of our fees to be used for the protocol. So 100% of the fees that are generated benefit the holders, 100%. And it does that. Like I said, it's a three-tiered system of what it does. And so that's what we wanted. We wanted something that if we get a community that believes in the product and believes in DCAing, right? We don't ask people to spend $100 a month DCAing. If people spend $5 a week, but we can get 1,000 people to do that, right? Then the chart's going to go up and to the right, which is what we all want, right? And over time, what will happen is different people will sell, right? Sell some, other people will buy some, sell some, buy some. If you're buying and selling, those are fees, right? And that's what we're trying to generate. The community is where it at. We have a fantastic core community, right? The entire market is down, I don't know, 1 billion%, and we're down, right? Our chart is down. There's no doubt about that, but we're down because our backing assets is down. If you look at our buys and sells, there aren't a lot of sells. There are sells, but there's not a lot, and usually what it is, we're a slow mover, right? That we never said we're going to go to the moon in a couple days. We have, we've gone up, we've hit, I think 3.7 million was our highest, our all-time high. And that was awesome, right? But what goes up comes down. And guess what? What goes down will go back up, right? Because the treasury is buying every day. We have dedicated people. They're buying every week or every 2 weeks or every month. We just started CDs. What are CDs? CDs are a USDC product where you buy them with USDC and you get yield, right? And you get yield in a couple different ways. You can get USDC yield. You can get yield in IRA, and you can get yield in VDT. We'll go over VDT in a minute. So how do we generate yield? We generate yield a couple different ways. We do concentrated liquidity farming. We have bots on Solana that are gathering fees from transactions. And now CDs are helping. So the coolest thing about CDs is, like, let's say for instance, you only have $100. Okay. Let's say you only have $100. You buy a $100 CD and you buy that CD for 6 months and you choose IRA or VDT. That's the highest you can get, which is 8% per month. Okay. I'm drinking, I don't know what I'm drinking today. Oh, I'm drinking Mike's. Hey, Mike's, if you want to sponsor, I know a guy. This guy. This is a limited edition. This was the football ones. This is a berry lemonade. So if you say you only have $100, you could buy $100 worth of tokens, and that's great, right? $100 worth of tokens. I don't know if that will get you high enough. It probably will. I think we're low enough that $100 will probably get you into the. You have to have at least 5,000 IRA tokens to get ETH distributions. Yes, KR. I only drink college girls' drinks. Do you not know me by now? I only drink fruity drinks that taste good. I don't want no garbage that tastes like crap. Like, I just don't. So I drink fruity college girl drinks. And plus, if you're drinking fruity college girl drinks, then you're always in the right crowd. But anywho, CDs, $100. So you can buy $100 worth of tokens and you just sit there and hold them and you'll get ETH over time. Or you can buy a $100 CD that locks in yield for the next 6 months. All right. And if you choose BDT or IRA, that's 8% per month. Now that's pre-tax because there's taxes on it. So we buy it and send it to you. IRA, you get like 770, but I think once it gets to you, it's like 750, somewhere right around in there. I don't know the exact math. It might be a little less than that, 740 maybe after taxes. But that's a good way to DCA because now you're getting $7.40 every 100 every single month, right? So over 6 months. And then if you roll your CD over, then again, you know, at the end of the term, if you want your $100 back, you get your $100 back in USDC. You can choose USDC. You get slightly less. If you choose USDC for 6 months, you get 7%. We also have 30-day terms and 90-day terms. So again, depending on what terms and what yield you choose determines it. It's between 3 and 8%. So if you choose like USDC for 30 days, you get 3%. And then the highest would be if you choose IRA or VDT over 180 days. So not quite 6 months, 180 days. So any more questions? Oh, VDT. What's VDT? So IRA proved a slight concept that if we create different pools, we can create volume through arbitrage bots. So what we did is we created Velocity, the Velocity token, to take advantage of that. Unfortunately, we created that at the top of the market currently, and it's done nothing but go downhill. So we created, I think, 25 liquidity pools. Unfortunately, those 25 liquidity pools work both directions. So while it's good, while things are hot, it's not bad per se, but we picked a lot of meme tokens, which crashed way harder than our blue chips. So when the meme tokens crashed too, the liquidity pools balance. So while we did get some movement from them, case studies are out whether it was a good thing or not. But what we're going to do is we're going to re-solidify those liquidity pools, and IRA is going to go to just being backed by ETH, which is our biggest pool, and Bitcoin. So we're going to ride ETH and Bitcoin, and then maybe Solana / XRP. We haven't decided if we're going to do 3 or not, but definitely ETH and Bitcoin. And then when we, the team, feel like the market is kind of topped out, we're going to hop into a USDC and try to use that to kind of stabilize so we don't have so much downside on the backside. Yes, ETH and Coinbase BTC because we are on the base network. So Velocity will be in more LPs, but they'll all be blue chips. So we'll probably be in 10 or 12 different LPs, but they'll all be blue chips. So that will create more movement. And what the Velocity token is, if you hold Velocity, it gives you IRA. So it buys IRA off the chart and gives those as rewards. So again, if you just own Velocity, you get IRA. So if you want to do a roundy round, you get a CD, you choose Velocity. All right. Once you have at least 10,000 Velocity, you start collecting IRA. Once you get 5,000 IRA, you start collecting ETH. Right. Now, again, the more tokens you hold, the more ownership of the protocol you have, and therefore the more percentage of the dividends you get. So once again, right now, IRA has 219 million. So if you own 2.19 million tokens, you get 1% of all of the yield that is, or excuse me, all of the dividends that are collected. Excuse me, 1% of all the rewards that is earmarked for dividends. So again, if there's $1,000 worth of dividends, then you get 1% of that $1,000. If you own 2.19 million IRA. Velocity, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think we were at 100 million. I can't remember how many Velocity tokens we have. I should know that. Velocity is not deflationary either. IRA is deflationary. All right. I wish we could get hype as well. Is there not hype on base here? Did I miss any questions? Always learning something new here. Oh, what did you learn, Anti-hero? In control of the liquidity. Loss of liquidity. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. All right. Anybody have any questions? So the market, you know what? Didn't we bomb? Isn't there a war going on? I'm so bad because I don't follow the news. I don't like following the news. It's all crappy. Was the context of our community what? Stop. Anti-hero, I don't understand your question. Was in the context of our community specific to TG chat. You asked what I learned. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. My bad. Sorry, I'm drinking pretty girl drinks. You know, all that sugar goes to your head. Anywho, so the market. I've been tracking the market here the last couple months. I really feel like we are at the bottom. We could go down a little bit more, but I don't think that we're going to go down a crap ton. We always could, right? Do you ever? First of all, I'm always pretty and I'm always witty. I don't know if drinking helps that. I think I'm funnier. I know that I call it social lube when I drink because as chatty as I seem, if I get into a situation where I don't really know people, I'm really not that chatty. But if you give me 2 or 3 drinks and a friend, completely different person. The more friends, the more relaxed I get. Oh, text check. I don't mean to dead air everybody. Oop, just a video. It was my kid striking out trying to bunt. I was all singing his praises because he's a great bunter. No, we won 10-0. And that was actually our 9th grade team playing a junior varsity team. So, anywho, questions. They can be about almost anything. Come on, there's 12 of you. Ask a question. I don't know if we're having a duck race tonight, so don't be disappointed. 28 minutes. I rambled for 28 minutes already. That's pretty impressive. I don't think that's a question. Anti-hero loves bunt cakes. I don't think I like bunt cakes. Oh, because I said bunt. Gotcha. That's funny. Can you see? I don't understand why. I tried when I hit start, it didn't load our program. You know, our intro.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So
I'm not sure.
Yeah. So when I hit start, it asked me if I wanted to play my intro. I said yes. A warning came up and said we have no space left on our StreamYard. And then it said that it failed to load. Is your screen black too?
No, I can see everything.
So you have us on the widescreen? Because the only thing I can see is on the little one.
Yeah, I have us on the widescreen.
Wonder if I can close that or something? I don't know what I can do. I've tried a bunch of things. Like I can see our pictures or where our pictures should be, but I can't see. But they're not there. Does that make sense?
No,
it doesn't make sense.
Not really.
Anyway, welcome to the show, AG.
Yeah, just walked in the door, so I left my wife and kids still at the baseball field.
You left your kids at the baseball? So did I.
Well, I mean, I have my youngest with me. He's in the shower.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, my older son Logan, he's still at the field. It was
So
it was a rough game.
Anti-Hero said she heard our intro, but it popped up and it said it failed to load, and now I can't. It's really crazy. I can only see us on our phone view. I can't see us on our extended view. Yeah,
It's another sign for you to get a new computer.
It has nothing to do with my damn computer. This is a StreamYard problem, not my computer problem.
Okay, you keep saying that.
When I get sponsored by Mike's, I'll get a new computer. Mike's, I need a new computer. Let's go.
Yeah, so I jumped in the last 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. You guys were going over IRA.
Yeah, I rambled for 30 minutes. It wasn't too bad.
Nice.
I feel like I don't feel like I stuttered or hemmed and hawed or
any good questions?
No,
in the chat.
That's not true. Flyer asked a question and I answered that question, and then no
what
questions.
was his question?
He was asking why there's 2 views on YouTube now. Like when you go to YouTube, it has 2 links.
Yeah,
and so it depends on if you're watching on your phone or if you're watching on your computer.
If you when you load the StreamYard, the video, it'll ask you, do you want to do 2 different views? You can select no and just do the one standard view.
Well, I have it. It said you can optimize it. So depending on how people view it, it optimizes. So anyway, here's a question. It says, how has participation with the CD program been since launch? I can answer that because I have been working on this. Today is actually the first day of the second 30 days. Did I say that correctly? First day of the second 30 days. All right. So we added 50 new CDs. So this is actually our third. So we're actually starting our third term, but our second payout, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. So we increased 50. So we had 50 new CDs created, and we gained $14.7 thousand in
nice
assets under management, I guess.
Yep.
I believe that we made a slight profit. So I was kind of worried. I thought we might be underwater a little bit, but I think we did make a slight profit. So I haven't got that 100% complete yet. But we did start the treasury with a buffer. So so if we are down a little bit, I think it'll be okay. But I think we did make a slight profit still.
Well, that's the end goal, is to make a slight profit on everything. And then that profit just gets rolled back in to help generate it.
Yep.
And a little piece of that will go to buying more IRA for the nest egg. So
we haven't had a lot of community feedback. I guess the feedback I'm getting is because I'm seeing the same people buy more. So I did notice that it was kind of slow the first term because obviously they weren't getting the yield. Now that people are seeing the yield come, like we pay out yield daily for every day.
Every 30 days. Yeah.
Yeah. So the CDs are 30 days. So as they buy them, like right now, I think there's 5 CDs that are outstanding that I got to pay. So, but all in all, I think it's got to be positive, right? I think here's the biggest fact that I know that you don't know yet, AG, but the first month we produced 7 SOL from our SOL bots. This month we produced 21 SOL. So we tripled the amount of SOL we made. However, the value, the first month, because SOL was at $120, we made, I don't know, whatever that is, 120 times 7. So $850 or whatever. This time, because it's only $85, we only made like twice as much. Right. So now when SOL goes back up and we make that 21 to 25 SOL, we're going to be like, right, we'll be way ahead of what we're needing to meet the goals. So Flyer says he's 100% happy. You're right. What was that, AG?
So that's sustainable. That's the
Yep.
whole thing we made the project for, is to.
What's up, Dennis? Welcome to the show, buddy. Hey, stop with your damn mouth noises. Stop. Stop.
I gotta get my green screen back going again.
Just paint the walls green. The ceiling, the walls, all that stuff. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Hey, Aaron, aren't you in Mexico? Did you go to Mexico today, or is that tomorrow?
Aaron, Mexico is not a good place to go right now. You got all the cartel members shooting up all the Costco's.
I tell you to stop, and then you fart everywhere. Jesus.
Oh.
My dog ripped ass.
Thanks, KR. These
Yay.
little shutters came with the house. Plantation shutters.
So Aaron's joining us from Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. And she said it's a wonderful place to be right now because she's not at work.
I bet.
So, yeah, I think that, CDs, I think they're definitely going to prove to be one of the missing pieces over the next 6 months. Thank you to JC Crypto. I don't know if you guys know him, but he helped us out too. He's working on our Autobot. He's got that ready. So we might have that up and running as early as tomorrow, but I would think by next week we'll definitely have the Autobot back up and running. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we had to do it manually for a while. Some coding issues.
Yeah. So him and I think his son is TCG. Not to be confused with or TGC.
The token. Yeah.
Not
Telegram
to be
Casino.
Yeah, not to be confused with Telegraph. Yeah, Telegram Casino. But yeah, man, listen. Once the market starts moving up again, dude, IRA is going to be in such a great place. So it's going to be bananas how much we rebound and stuff.
Yeah, it's all about putting more ETH into the LP while it's cheap.
Yep, we got it. We got to stuff some LPs. We're going to kill all of the LPs except ETH and BTC, and for IRA, we'll keep probably 10 for BDT. We'll figure that out. And then up and to the right, man. Once we get back to moving in the right directions, I can't wait to see how much the CDs bring in, right? Because as long as we're making more than what we have to pay out, we have a legit business. So, right?
Yeah. Well, retail is not in the crypto market right now. Yeah. So when that FOMO starts kicking in for all the retail investors and they get back into the crypto space, that's when things will really start popping off.
All right. I'm sorry. Keep talking, AG. I've talked myself out.
You're fine. I'm reading the chats.
Hey, I was trying to see if I missed any questions.
Yeah. KR put stuff it in. And I'm like, stuff what in? What are you talking about? And they're, the LP.
Yeah. Sorry, Dennis. I was a one-man crew today. So I did not drop the link into chat. That was my bad. My bad.
I want to hear everyone's thoughts. What's everyone's thoughts in the chat about Iran with the U.S.? Dude, you are so out of the loop on anything that's not in Telegram right now with crypto.
I'm not out of the loop. I choose not to watch the news. That's a choice.
Oh, geez. So do you even know that we're bombing Iran?
Yeah, which I started touching on that when you popped in. I said it was really weird because I said, aren't we at war? But yet the fucking market went up the last 2 days. That's usually the opposite, right? That drives me bananas.
It's crazy. A lot of people were like, oh, the oil market's gonna, skyrocket and crash the market. And I'm like, it didn't do that when we took Venezuela, so why would it be any different? And
You
sure
know, and then
enough,
the other,
markets are
and then the other,
green.
and then the other thing, shit, I lost my train of thought. Easily done. Easily done.
Too much of the alcohol.
Oh, look, Adam in the house. Oh, shitskis. Have a great night, Aaron. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate you. But yeah, man, I think that we have such a great community, and I just think that once our chart starts going back and up to the right, CDs start kicking. You know, and people start right now. We have a lot of people that are using credits and USDC. So I think once people build up to where they want to be, they'll flip to IRA and we'll be good. Which is still a lot of people. We're about 50-50, I think. I'll know tomorrow. I'll finalize everything tomorrow.
Yeah. I think once we start moving slow and steady up and to the right, that's going to attract a lot more people in.
I agree. Dennis, are you trying to tell me that Keanu Reeves? It wasn't Keanu Reeves in the mask. Did you see about this? All that shit, AG?
I heard rumors that Jim Carrey was what did he clone? Not cloned. If someone was like dressed up like him or something, but I don't know if
they said he was cloned, but then somebody that does masks or something said it was him or her or something.
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I can't even say his name. Keanu Reeves.
I don't think it was Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I saw another one that it was some
who's
impersonator.
Yeah, it was a famous person that does impersonations or whatever.
Yeah, like a comedian. I forgot his name.
But yeah, no, I think that
I will say I've seen the videos and he does look different.
Oh, it's 100% not him. 100% not him. You know, there's no way they could say that that's him. I mean, his eye color is fucking different. Give me a break.
Well,
I got it. My bad. We might be having a baby soon.
Oh, what's going on with crazy
Ozempic face? What the hell? Jim Carrey's like super skinny. Why would he have Ozempic face?
My brother said I had Ozempic face. Do I look like I have Ozempic face?
I mean, you've been taking Ozempic, haven't you?
Something. Read a True Tide, but it's basically the same thing. I mean, do I have Ozempic face?
I don't know what Ozempic face means. Was that what Kelly Osbourne has?
Yeah, it's like where your skin loses all the weight, but it doesn't retract fast enough, so it's kind of like saggy.
Oh, gotcha.
Something like that.
All right. Anti-hero says no, you're not saggy yet.
I got saggy balls, that's for sure.
That just happens when you get old, son.
I don't have Ozempic face. I have Ozempic crotch.
Yeah, KR says, come for the community, stay for the duck races.
That's the only reason I said something in the chat, so I could be entered in the duck race.
I said I wasn't doing duck races today.
Ah, damn it. I missed that part.
That's why you popped in.
That's fine. No, actually, my youngest son, he was on the way home. He's like, Dad, are you going to do your show tonight? I said, it's going on right now. He goes, let's watch it. So I turned it on while I was driving.
Nice. He should have popped on. He could have subbed for you. He'd probably be better.
Adam, does it hit the toilet water yet? It depends on what toilet I sit on. There's some that are really small.
Listen, here's what I don't.
Yeah, listen, in the hospitals, they've got like really short toilets. So sometimes, on a hot day, these things be sagging and you're touching the water, but it scares the crap out of me because those things will start flushing automatically. And if my nuts are in there, I'm worried I'm going to get sucked in there.
Well, are you telling me when your nuts hit the water, they don't go, and suck back up? They just
I
they
mean,
enjoy swimming around in the pool.
listen, if it's a hot day, it's like, ooh, ooh, get a little
Oh my
swirl going on in there.
OMG.
Mm.
Dennis said, "Don't sit on them." Oh
Uh,
my gosh, we have just gone off the rails. Mike's not your fault. Call me.
we'll take that koozie off as soon as we get sponsored by them.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Now we're sponsored by Yeti. I do need to be sponsored by Yeti as well. Man. Well, thanks for joining because I was literally fixing to log off. I was like, man, I talked for 30 straight minutes. I'm out.
You know, you did a great job.
So getting better, getting better. I don't think
I
I
couldn't.
or
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do for 30 straight minutes. I mean, if I put my
yeah.
mind to it, I could probably do it, but sometimes I'm just burned out at the end of the day, especially on Monday. Seems
Oh
like
my God.
Mondays I'm always the
All right.
tired.
All right, you need to talk because they're talking me into a duck race. Now I got to figure out who's here. Man. Oh, and I got to log in. Mother effer.
You gotta. Oh, it's not an app. You gotta actually log into it.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
on.
normally it stays. It normally stays in, but let me see. Let me see.
Flyer. Yeah, you had that sponsorship locked in until I jumped on and started talking about toilet bowls.
Yeah, right. Doubtful.
That's funny.
Uh,
Yeah,
so
so the I just want to hear what everyone's thoughts are on the war going on. Did you see the video of um, the aircraft carrier getting hit by missiles?
no.
Yeah, so Iranian government, I guess, is putting out videos saying that they sunk our aircraft carrier.
Oh, shut
And
up.
they got like AI videos showing it. And I'm like, this is so ridiculous. But the funny thing is that there's people out there that believe it. They see it on Twitter or on their local broadcast news, and they're like, "What? What is this? Is this real?"
Well,
But
dude, and I'm telling you what, AI video is coming. Like, I can't believe court cases. Court cases are gonna be like, watch this video.
I know, I
Watch
know.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what? To be fair, because like the kids, like my oldest got tagged for plagiarism because they run every single paper through AI to recognize AI.
Yeah.
And like I read it, I'm like, that's bullshit. This isn't AI generated. And all it was is because he looked at the AI stuff or whatever and wrote his own stuff. But because it was too similar, it got tagged or whatever. So, but
Is
it
that
was
what
funny
is that
because
what he told you?
well, it depends. Well, I read it. And like I read it, I'm like, this isn't fucking AI generated. Come on. It's not clean enough. It's like choppy. Like,
Gotcha,
you know what I'm saying?
gotcha. Yeah.
It's like, and it's funny because it depends on which. I ran it through AI recognition as well, and I ran it through 3. 2 of them said it wasn't, that it was like 5%, and 1 said it was like 87%. So again, if they choose the wrong one, I was all like, I don't know. But anyway, I believe that the kids aren't allowed to have their earbuds and shit anymore because they translate.
Oh, really?
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like my kid's in Spanish and has his fucking his translating translating shit. I'm like, oh my goodness.
That's really smart.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. All right, I am trying to set up a duck race, but y'all have to talk more.
Did you see that? Did you hear that 3 of our fighter jets got shot down?
I don't believe that either. Is that true?
Well, it's true. 3 fighter jets got shot down, but not by Iran, by our own military.
Seriously? That's bad.
Yeah, well, so it wasn't really our own military. It was Kuwait, which is our ally, and they have our weapons and not China or Russian-made weapons. So they shot down 3 of our jets in Kuwait
I'd bomb them
airspace.
too.
Well, they're on our side. It was just,
They're not on our side if they're shooting our damn jets down.
well, they didn't know. It was friendly fire, and everyone's safe and sound. So all
First of
six
all-
pilots.
First of all, friendly fire isn't.
It was
Just
an
to let you know.
accident.
There's no accident. You're not shooting 3 of my
So-
damn planes down, calling it an accident.
So I bring that up because Adam, I wanted you to listen to this. Do you think that that's a conspiracy, that they wanted to see, if our weapons could bring down our own technology, or our own technology can blow us up? Was he saying lasers?
I don't know. I'm back at the top.
I don't know if it was lasers. It was missiles, I think, that hit those planes. But
I don't think
So-
a laser would take out a plane, would it?
oh yeah,
I don't think so.
Why not? You point
I
a
don't think a laser would. The lasers aren't strong enough to take out a plane. Come on.
They got lasers that'll burn through metal.
Only on a flat plane. We're on a globe, yo. How are they going to use laser weapons?
No, but I was definitely, when I heard that, I'm like, okay, so they're doing all these proxy wars, testing out equipment, seeing, what works, what doesn't work. And so far we went into Venezuela, we went into Iran, and China and Russia's, anti-air missiles can't touch us. So then all of a sudden we lose 3 fighter jets over friendly airspace, friendly fire with our own weapons. So I don't know. I just started thinking, okay, what if they're just,
They're just.
oh my
they're
God,
just
it was an
testing.
accident. But yeah, they're testing our weapon capability versus our, current technology. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know what planes they were that went down. I don't know if they were older fighter jets or if they were the newer ones with the stealth 5th generation
I don't
or
know how they
6th
got shot
generation.
down and our pilots are still alive. That seems pretty crazy to me too.
Well, I saw the video too. I saw the video of the pilots ejecting.
The AI video.
Yeah, that one's real.
Okay, that one's real.
You never know. But
Adam
It's
said, "Can
crazy.
he add a cockfight bot to the chat?"
at a what? What did you say?
He said, "Can I add a cockfight bot to the chat?"
What's a cockfight bot?
I don't know. It's like Two Swords Crossing, I'm guessing.
Hey, so have you heard from Crazy? What's he working on in the background?
You need to log in to Telegram more often because yes, he is. He's building an app and he messaged us today about it.
I haven't been on Telegram. I don't think at all today. Maybe once in the morning.
I think I got everybody. I swear it has to do with. No conspiracy. The alien lasers are. Yeah, Dennis, friendly fire still kills. That's right. Friendly fire isn't.
Well, speaking of aliens, I'm curious to see what the federal government releases.
Man.
I believe in aliens. I'm an alien believer.
You believe in aliens, but not flat Earth?
Correct.
All right. I cannot see the big screen, so you'll have to let me know if everything's good to go. All right.
Everything.
Here's the people I have: Antihero, Darshu, Flyer, James E, KR, Dennis, Aaron, and Adam. Did I miss anybody not named AG?
Fuck you.
You would have been in the other ones if you entered the poll. Hey, hold on a second. Rylan. Sorry.
What are you getting rattling about?
Beer.
Oh,
He's gonna bring me another beer.
oh, my family just pulled
Flyer,
in.
you did. Flyer said he flew over the Grand Canyon and looked for aliens and giants. He didn't find any. You didn't fly over the area where the aliens and giants are. You're not allowed to fly over that area.
I did hear that. I did hear something about there's a no-fly zone over a certain part. I'm not sure why. What's the reason behind that? Do you know?
Because in like 1940 or something, somebody found shit in the Grand Canyon, and so they all of a sudden it's now a national park and you can no longer go there.
I don't know.
Aaron said it's a no-fly zone because of the aliens, duh. Problem with two screens is that we don't see all of the chat in here, and like Adam is on. Yeah. Huh. That's weird. So he said, Flyer just said, because if he logged into one, that's weird. So we get both, but because Adam's on one and KR's or Flyer's another, he can't see it.
Yeah, it's because it's two different streams. You've got two streams going on.
Huh. Hold on a second.
Because one is the normal YouTube, and the other one's a short coming up through a YouTube
Sponsored
short.
by Mike's. All right, so we need to readjust it to where it's just one then? Can you see me now? All KR said no fly zone over all national parks at a certain altitude.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. You know, you don't want to disturb the animals, I guess. The beauty of national parks. All right, let's run this the show or this duck race
All right, can you see
that I'm not entered in.
All right, so sorry, buddy. It's the benefits of being the host. All right, pick number 1 through 5. You can pick that.
I'm going to pick 5.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good luck, everybody.
Noise pollution. That's right. Don't want to disturb Bigfoot. All right. We got Dennis is the Donald Trump duck. I think James E is going to win.
You think James is?
Yeah, I have a few. I think James is going to win it.
KR kicked in the afterburner.
Naked duck. It is KR. Yep.
Naked duck. All right. KR. Here's your standings. Adam 2nd, Aaron 3rd, James E 4th, Antihero 5th, Dennis 6th. Darshu, AG picked you and you finished last, so you should blame him.
Oh, you know what? We should start making notes and seeing how many times a naked duck wins a race versus a clothed duck.
Versus a clothed duck.
Yeah, I feel like naked ducks win more often. I could be wrong.
That's because there's more of them.
Well,
I mean, I guess if it's naked duck versus clothed duck, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's more of them. Sorry, Darshan. Thought you had it.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, it was a good show. You did awesome.
Well, thanks.
Sorry, I came in late.
Nah, you came in. That's all that matters. Darshu. Damn you, AG.
That's what she said. Yeah. So. All right, guys. We have an awesome night, and we'll see you next Monday.
Listen, don't forget about CDs. Go out, get some. Get some CDs. If not, just DCA, right? You don't have to buy CDs. Just DCI IRA, DC. DCA, VDT. Stuff it in.
It's just a matter of time. This
True
thing's
story.
gonna go up.
True
How
story.
it's designed.
Yep. You just have to have the patience. And that's the hard part in crypto. It's having the patience.
For real. All right, guys. Take care. Peace.
See ya.